Hello, this is Eleanor, and I want to tell you about a new podcast I think you'll love. Cat Skull is a visceral neo-noir thriller about violence, identity, and what happens when justice turns personal. Cat Skull is set in urban Singapore and follows the story of Ram, who has always felt invisible. He's searching for meaning in a city that moves too fast to care. When Ram's best friend ends up in trouble, Ram puts on a mask and takes matters into his own hands. But after that first night behind the mask, Ram discovers something more dangerous than revenge. It's the intoxicating pull of finally mattering. Cat Skull is adapted from Miley Yang Tae's award-winning novel and produced by Audacious Productions, the award-winning team known for DC High Volume, Batman, and Temujin. So please go check out Cat Skull wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Friday.
Hello, listener. This is producer Jeffrey. Step into my time machine. Long ago, beginning in the ancient past of 2009, we made a show called Our Fair City. Now, Our Fair City is a sprawling epic story set in the dystopian future of Hartford, Connecticut. A climate disaster made the world outside a frozen wasteland. What remains of humanity lives inside in a largely subterranean city governed by the remains of an insurance company. Now, Our Fair City is darkly funny. You'll meet mad scientists, lightning riggers, the woken dead, giant ants, time travelers, and mole people. We are currently re-releasing Our Fair City weekly, so this is a great time to join us for a romp through the tunnels of Heartlife. After today's episode, we'll be sharing a trailer for the show. I hope you'll check it out, and I would love you to join us in our listen of Our Fair City, found wherever you're listening to this podcast right now.
Okay. We should probably start.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Hey, Jamie.
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Parallel universes.
Parallel universes who?
Okay, and then if you want to read the punchline.
Yeah, sure. Where is...
Right here.
Ooh, punchline feels like we're rounding up a little.
Yeah, everyone's a critic. You ready? Maybe let's have Jamie set you up again.
Parallel universes who?
Parallel universes? Who, boy? How long have you got? How is that?
You nailed it.
Whatever it is in this case, because it definitely wasn't a knock-knock joke. But yeah, a nail did. I mean, it penetrated something.
Hey, yeah, I'll take it.
Great job, Riley. Gay gasp.
Someone on the radio said something about the sun going out forever in a month or so. But we all knew the end was near, nothing to be done from here. So I shake my head and off to bed I go.
Should I do the...
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Hello and welcome to World Gone Wrong. I'm Jamie. With me, as always, is Malik, and we are two long-distance best friends reacting to our current, unfortunately historic moment.
And with us, as not always, is Riley R., my friend and contemporary roommate. They are... My God, so many things. A recovering law student, a student of life, a bon vivant, a proud plant parent, a part-time bassist, the best amateur mixologist I've ever met, and the only person I know who's allergic to olives. Riley R., everyone!
Wow. But at least you really captured them.
Aw, I bet all your guests get an intro like that.
Oh, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, you are officially the first guest we have ever had.
Really?
Other than maybe our time-distorted college selves, if those count.
All right, that was nuts. Half my letter to myself was giving context for my tattoos.
Yeah, that would be, in your case, a lot to process.
Trying to explain in a few punchy sentences, hey, I know you're the president of your high school Students Against Destructive Decisions Club now, but here's why you have, among other things, be gay, do crimes, inked on your thigh.
A pretty amazing choice for a former law student.
Hey, I am large. I contain multitudes.
And one of the multitudes Riley contains, how's that for a segue?
I would say deft.
Buttery smooth.
Thank you. Riley is our local legal expert, and we have a bit of a legal, what's the word?
Cluster cuss?
Wait, cluster cuss?
Oh, because I work with boomers in town council periodically, I try to swear less.
No, I like it. Cluster cuss. Do you mind if I still call it a clusterfuck, though?
You go right ahead.
I was going to say conundrum, but yeah.
So, a little background to review. A few weeks ago, a song surfaced on the radio. You might have heard it. Malik, would you mind singing a few bars?
Yeah, no pressure. Give me a second to warm up. No world of time, yeah.
Okay, that was sick. I see why other you made it big.
Thank you.
So, the thing about this song is that Malik created it.
Well, kind of.
Give yourself some credit. It took effort. It took time.
I literally wrote the lyrics during chem class.
Okay, but lyrics, check. He's had the melody in his head, check. And then the band who released this track, Neon Beyonds, are claiming credit. Kind of. So, Malik, you know how some people have been catching glimpses of parallel universes?
Yeah. Wait, have any of us seen one yet? I haven't. Spoilers.
Nope.
Not yet, but I'm secretly hoping I'll get a glimpse of a reality where there's dinosaurs walking around.
Like the Flintstones?
More like the first Jurassic Park, minus the consumerism and general mayhem.
Ugh, love that movie.
Same.
Do we know anyone who's seen one, though? Not Jurassic Park movies, parallel universes.
Ooh, my cousin told me he saw a universe where everything was the same except our hearts were on the outside of our bodies.
Really?
But he had also literally just done acid, so it's hard to say for sure what was going on there.
Yep, that would confound the results. Mhm.
Anyway.
So, I dug into Neon Beyonds, which I hate that they have an S in their name, but we're going to move on. Sifted through everything I could find out about them. I found an early interview they gave to some random music podcast where they claimed that the inspiration for No World or Time came from a glimpse of an alternate universe.
The inspiration.
Correct.
Meaning the whole cloth thing.
That's what I've been saying, yes.
If you wholesale copy someone else's idea, you're not inspired, you're just fucking stealing.
What was the glimpse?
Of the universe?
Yeah.
They say they saw a pop star performing a set to a sold-out crowd at Lollapalooza.
Really?
They only described him in frustratingly non-specific ways. Oh, he had charisma. His stage persona was so epic. But, I mean, that has to be you, right?
What was he wearing? Who was his band? How was the show? Did he seem happy with his life and his choices?
They didn't say. Just a mega pop star from another dimension.
Mega?
Yep.
Congrats. It sounds like there's a reality where you thought of the melody sooner, plugged in your lyrics, put it out there, and it took off. That's great.
Can I ask a question that might make things uncomfortable?
All the members of Neon Beyonds are white. Ugh. If that's what you're...
Yeah. Well, I don't love that.
It's Pat Boone covering Tutti Frutti all over again. It's Elvis doing Hound Dog, you and Little Richard and Big Mama Thornton.
And about 100,000 other people in music history. Like people whose names we don't even get to know.
True.
Yeah. Ugh.
Things are shitty in so many new ways. It doesn't seem fair that it's simultaneously still shitty in all the old ways. We're catching these little snapshots of other realities that should be incredible. I mean, it is incredible. We could be doing anything with that. We could be
solving physics problems, or at least finding new ones.
Ooh, catching the alt versions of our favorite movies, checking where the butterfly flapped its wings to shape each different reality, and studying the branches to see if we can still take the road to a better one.
That's beautiful.
Why, thank you.
Yes, that. And instead, people are just using it to steal from the same groups as always. The same patterns, the same everything. It's so boring. I don't need this. Other Malik doesn't need this. Well, he's probably got other problems. Cooler problems.
Dodging paparazzi, dodging the adoring fans.
Writing a follow-up single, shooting the music video.
Meanwhile, it would be so great to... Okay, ever since the poetry reading last fall, I've been wanting to put out a chapbook. A little collection of stuff everybody wrote, nice creamy paper, little illustrations in the margins.
That sounds sweet, dude. You should do it.
The trouble is, nice paper costs money. Bindings cost money. Paying your artists costs money, and it should. I don't need a poetry collection to bring in millions, but I think about even trying to break even, and I just get so tired. Making art is expensive, even if all you're investing is your time. I bet other Malik put out that chapbook no problem. Maybe even got somebody besides the contributors to crack it open.
You know what the problem is?
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's capitalism. It is. In part.
Which brings us to today's special segment, which I think we're calling Lawsuitable.
Which narrowly beat out Lawsuit and Tie or Lawsuit Yourself.
I like Lawsuitable. It's cute.
Thank you.
Anytime.
So, the segment.
Riley, will you give us the lowdown on the legal situation? In this case, about parallel universe law.
Yeah. First of all, huge obvious disclaimer that I never took the bar exam. I really fucking loved learning about law, but at the end of the day, I wasn't meant to go pro. Not in the cards.
Noted.
I did, however, take the class where they remind you to always start this kind of conversation with, I'm not your lawyer, and this is not legal advice. So, I'm not a lawyer, and this is not legal advice.
Merely a law enthusiast.
Enthusiast is, I guess fury is a kind of enthusiasm. Okay, sure, that works. So, real quick. Intellectual property, or IP, refers to creations of the mind. New machines, new processes, art, that kind of thing. There are a couple of different kinds of IP. For instance, patents protect inventions, and copyright is for literary and artistic work, including pop songs. You don't need to register a work anywhere to have the copyright. You just need to create it. Creation here meaning when the song was fixed in a copy for the first time. That said, there are some advantages to registering with the U.S. Copyright Office. For instance, when it comes to U.S. works, you need to have a registered copyright in order to sue for infringement in federal court. At least that's how it currently works in the U.S. when all parties are from this universe.
And when they're not, what's the legal precedent there? Like, walk us through it.
There is none.
None as in...
Does not exist.
Seriously.
It's been a year.
Okay, well, folks, you know that old saying, a lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has time to put its pants on? Well, case law isn't even thinking about pants yet. Case law is still stone cold naked. The long arm of the law moves extremely fucking slowly.
But ghost law.
Ghost law didn't come out of nowhere, though. People have believed in ghosts for centuries, like a lot of people. There was already something on the books. This is uncharted territory. First of all, dealing with a different universe, I think the closest analogy would be another country, right? I mean, we don't even know what all the laws in this new other reality are, but we have no reason to believe they'd be identical to ours.
How do they generally handle disagreements like this when it's between countries?
Oh, not well. In the case of IP law, this is governed by trade agreements. Trade agreements we very much do not have between other universes, obviously. Normally, I would say this is the jurisdiction of federal court, but because you didn't register copyright in this universe, you'd need to go state or local. But even state and local courts right now are...
What?
I'm trying to think of a colorful way to say how backed up they are that doesn't involve literal shit.
Should we leave it at very?
Let's. The U.S. courts were already completely overwhelmed before all of existence dialed itself up to 11, and it's gotten way worse since. The labor disputes around Thrun alone, or faceless people suing over discrimination from the faced, trying to reach any agreement over whether or not facelessness meets the legal definition of a disability. The legal system was not built exactly, but it evolved to meet a lot of different needs. I can safely say it did not evolve to meet all of this.
Do you have a sense of when we'll have a precedent?
So, first of all, that would require a case to be settled in court.
Where else would it be settled? On the dance floor?
Oh my God.
Ooh, that would make law school way more interesting. But yeah, a whole lot of copyright cases settle privately between the parties. They reach an agreement, money almost certainly changes hands. They likely agree not to publicly talk about it again. The end. No precedent set. But even if a case does make it to court, you're looking at, I'd say, at least like a year before final disposition of the case, and that's not even getting into all the possible appeals. And keep in mind, the appeals can and do go on longer than the entire case.
Are there any cases in motion you can tell us about, even if they're not decided yet? Anything that could shed some light onto the situation?
Listen, I really wish I could. This shit is generally not public knowledge.
Okay. But what if a really famous company, let's call it Disney, made some kind of characteristically evil IP move?
Oh, they slipped something sneaky in the contract for their Imagineers. Like, by the way, we also own anything your alternate selves come up with, too.
That tracks. Classic Disney.
Gross.
Well, like I said, a lot of IP law happens behind closed doors, takedowns and things like that. And if I had to guess, the Jalt Disney Corporation Jorperation? Is jorperation too much?
I'd say go with what feels right.
Sorry, by the way.
For what?
For getting us off track.
Okay, if we needed solid proof you've never listened to the show before.
I only really do music. I have a hard time with talking when there's no visual.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, I feel bad. I'll get around to it. I promised my old neighbor I'd try his true crime podcast, but after I work through that.
You really don't have to. It is okay. You can probably check in with Malik to hear about our topics anyway. So, jorperations.
Anyway, they would have a fleet of lawyers who would only sign off on something like that if they were confident they could get away with it. Particularly if you're a giant. You don't want to be seen pushing around the little guy. Absolutely rancid for your PR.
So to review, we've got nothing.
I didn't say that.
So what do we have?
Well, I'll tell you one thing we have. An ad break.
Right here, really?
Yeah, we've done worse.
Fair enough. Let's hear some ads.
Ooh, Riley, do the sound I taught you.
Zippity whoosh.
Hey, I'm Arnie Niekamp from the fully improvised comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm here with my co-hosts, John the Talking Badger, Bing Bong, and Usador the Wizard.
I greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast interviewing elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more.
Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe? I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon.
Looking for adventure.
Getting caught up in escapades.
Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your favorite podcast app and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
So that's when I realized, shit, not only is this asshole a borderline skinhead, he's also a literal vampire. And I'm like, do I have it in me to punch discount Nosferatu?
No way.
Yeah, and he's like,
And we're back.
We are? Hi.
hello.
Hello again. We were discussing the parallel universe in which I am a famous, and we must assume, extremely glamorous pop star. Ooh, no big deal. No autographs, please. And when last we left off, Riley had some kind of legal ace up their sleeve.
So I am still not a lawyer, which means I am still doubly not your lawyer, but a lot of the actual legal machinations that happen are about mitigating risk. Lawyers aren't in the business of saying, here's what you should do. It's more like, if you take a given action, here's the likely risk of problems you're going to face. So I'll say this. It's going to be hard to prove your alternate universe self wrote this. The only one of us who've seen this guy is the so-called songwriter and Freon, whoever, and they're probably not going to be like, oh, it's you, the one
Right.
who inspired all this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But depending on what you do want out of this, you don't necessarily need an airtight case. What do you want out of this, by the way?
I don't know.
Okay, so it would be helpful if you could figure that out.
I don't even know how to quantify what was taken from me. I mean, nothing, kind of, but also this big, huge, weird thing. I don't know how to put a price tag on that.
Oh, we'll get there. Now, it would be hard to prove that a different Malik wrote this song, but if you can credibly make it look like you might sue,
What would that look like if I did?
so you'd want to establish priority. That means proving the song existed before this band came forward with it. The other thing we'd have to try to prove is that they did this with intent, that it's not just a mistake. Now, it doesn't look great for them if they're on record on a podcast saying they found inspiration in someone else's work.
Yeah, I made a transcript of the podcast in case that would be helpful.
Ooh, top of the class. What's their exact language here?
So this happens at hour 2, minute 42, about 30 seconds in.
Ooh, can we do another Reader's Theater?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I will be the interviewer. Malik, you can be the front man. Josh Stedman.
Oh my gosh, of course this guy's name is Josh.
Riley, if you want to do the asides. So I am sending you all the doc right now. Okay, let me know when you get it.
Come on, gang, let's put on a show.
So, speaking of music, your upcoming single, what was the process like?
Hang on, let me find my Josh voice. Josh. It's really about finding the song for us, you know?
The interviewer coughs.
how did you find this one?
Josh laughs.
It was a bloody adventure, I'll say that much. Bloody? Wait, am I British?
Oh, Neon Beyonds are from Jersey. As far as I can tell, it's just a super cute affectation.
This guy. Okay. I was out vaping one night.
Of course.
Right? That's my time for me. So I was out there communing with the heavens and all that when I caught a flash of another world.
One of those parallel universes.
I prefer to see those not as another reality, not as a different side of a coin. Parallel is such a harsh word, you know? I put it more like a petal on the flower of life, a brother reality.
But you saw
The interviewer is not having a good time anymore.
you saw a brother reality.
Jamie, I hate this guy. I did. It was cosmic, you know?
What was it that you saw?
That Lollapalooza festival, like in Chicago, a sold-out crowd. And on stage, this pop megastar from another dimension commanding the crowd. I really took inspiration from him. His attitude, his charisma, his talent. It was clearly what he'd been born to do.
The interviewer has aged about 50 years.
And he was singing.
That's where we got the hook. Yeah. No world or time. And that was the beginning. That was the spark, you know. Then came the process of making it ours, creating the song around the song, you know? Yeah.
And scene. Does he go into the process?
Not really. They talk about vape brands for a while, and then, thank God, it ends.
He only attributes the hook to you.
So we're not going to talk about my good rendition of a straight man? Anyway, yeah. Does that hurt us?
I'd say it helps you. If he admits he heard the hook, but he's using your lyrics and your melody, I think that makes it harder to deny he knew what he was doing. Malik, do you by any chance still have the notebook where you wrote the words?
I wrote it senior year of high school and then took that notebook with me to college.
So, having seen your mountain of old notebooks? Yes?
Yeah.
That might be enough. It is possible to raise a ruckus over stolen lyrics, but what would really clinch this for us would be if you could prove you'd written the melody ahead of time, too. Malik, I know you'd been humming it for weeks around the apartment. Too bad we can't enter that into public record.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
He sung it on the show.
Oh my God, I did. Yeah. In the Pied Piper episode.
Ugh. Sorry again about the rat wave, man. That sucks.
It does. But Jamie's point is that we put out that episode like weeks ago in March.
The song debuted in April.
Oh, fuck yeah. So we'd have a hell of a time establishing priority for another reality, but we might be able to do it for this one. You had both parts of the song before you'd ever heard it. And that means that you, Malik, in this universe, still pretty much had the song first. It belongs to you.
Wow.
Holy shit, this is huge.
Now, I should be clear here. Like I said, IP cases tend to happen behind closed doors. If you were to sue, the record company would be desperate not to actually go to court, because if this case is the binding precedent, if this is the groundbreaking case that defines how we handle the IP of other universes, that is just dog shit for them. They would want to wait for a case that is the exact opposite of this one, pretty much. A beloved and highly respected musical artist with the support of a label finds out they're getting ripped off in another dimension. Your Lil Nas X's, your Taylor Swift's, that's what they're waiting for. What they'd want to do with you, if they possibly could, would be to settle out of court. So Neon Beyonds keeps singing your song, but you get a chunk of change.
That's wrong, though. They shouldn't. I mean, they took this thing from me. They stole my opportunity to live this life. Maybe in another year in this reality, I could have, I don't know.
Yeah.
And putting the song out there in this reality, how could you not be a little haunted by that?
Right? They took, my peace of mind. I have to think about this other me. It's not really a problem I have any context for.
Of course.
Hey, do you think pop star Malik was also standing in the rat wave?
That seems unlikely. You were there because you were working.
Imagine not knowing how it feels to have 1,000 rats scampering over your shoes.
Totally.
It's a fuck ton to even process.
Don't you mean a cuss ton?
I said I'd try. I never said I'd succeed. Malik,
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. It feels extremely unfair that Josh is the one who caught that glimpse of me. It's almost a little violating, which is wild because apparently I was playing at Lala. It's not like he saw me dancing around the living room when Riley's not home. But it's almost like other Malik is my child. I created the circumstances that made him. And I don't even get to see how he grew up. I don't even get to see him for a second. I don't even know how he feels about all this.
Plus, if he's anything like this, Malik, he probably rocks. Stage presence for days.
That too. And I don't know, it's weird knowing there's for sure another dimension.
You mean a brother dimension?
Can we not? Knowing there's a version of me out there who made it big, it's like, what did I do wrong in this life? Where was the missed opportunity? The door not taken? Where did things branch off so that instead of limos and adoring fans, I have the bus and a moving chunky quilt of rats?
You don't know that the other you is happier, though.
I know. And I'll probably never know. That maybe makes it worse.
You could be this you with how much more money, though.
Ugh, oh God, it feels extremely unlawyerly to give you an exact dollar figure.
But you are not a lawyer?
You got me. Okay, totally guessing, given that this song is a hit for them, I'd say maybe in the order of $10K?
$10,000.
Yeah?
I hate that they're shutting me up, though. I hate feeling like I'm being bought off.
True, but this is Chicago, baby. We have a long and noble history of palm greasing.
$10,000 could change your life, and you deserve every bit of it.
Yeah.
You did the work in this version of reality. You should be able to get something for it.
You know what? I should.
Yeah, you could even use some of that money to get in the studio, lay down another track. A first track? A track.
If I've done it before, I could maybe do it again, right?
Worth a shot.
Let's just, before we get ahead of ourselves, our other selves, do you have an episode transcript of the show where you first sing the melody?
Yeah. Give me a sec to pull it up. In the meantime, feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Hey, Riley. How have you been?
Can't complain. Or, I can. We all can. But when we're all in the soup together, I don't always see the point.
True.
Oh, I got a new tattoo.
Can I see? Or, sorry, is it in a safe for work area? I'm not trying to...
Depends on the workplace. If the job is none, I'm in trouble. It's on my collarbone. Here.
Friendship and Apocalypse. Riley, did you get a tattoo inspired by our show that you don't even listen to?
Well, Malik tells me the gist. Audio-only talking might not be for me, but I wanted something that spoke to the moment, and I love the ethos you're bringing.
Well, the ethos you imagine we're bringing.
Well, in my imaginings, you two are unmatched.
Thank you.
All right. Episode 501, coming right up. Shooting that to you now.
Thanks.
The relevant part is on page 7.
Great. Your turn to talk amongst yourselves.
Hey, Jamie. What do you think pop star Malik wears?
Well, I've seen your button-up game, so I think his style is phenomenal.
Do you think he's bigger than Chornky?
We don't even know if Chornky the bridge troll exists in that reality.
Oh, what a sad reality.
Hey, folks. I've got some bad news.
Chornky doesn't exist in the other... wait. What's going on?
Malik hums a melody. Jamie, what? Malik, I think it was on the radio. It's been going through my head over and over like I've been hearing it everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that is a round of potent ammunition for Neon Beyond's record label.
But the fact that he was humming it before the song came out...
I mean, sure, but there's leaks. There's demos sometimes. It takes a while to record a mainstream pop song. They could easily claim Malik heard an unfinished clip somehow and got it from there.
Damn.
Damn indeed. I don't know if it totally sinks you. They know they didn't write the song. It doesn't cost anything to pretend like you want to sue. And you could threaten, regardless of how strong the court case would be. If you really went public with this, the optics for them would be terrible.
But now there's the universe where I'm a pop star and probably a universe where I had a way better shot at getting any acknowledgement that it's my work out there.
Depending on where paths cross and converge. I mean, yeah.
I hope these other versions of myself appreciate how I took the worst of every road so that they could live it up in the land of opportunity.
Wow, they really are like your kids.
It's just, there are these moments where you get a fleeting taste of how things could have been.
We could live in a world where the U.S. elected a president with better international relations ideas than smash and burn it. I mean, hell, we could live in a world where nothing supernatural had ever happened. No werewolves, no kaiju, no narwhals, no creepy bone scarecrows stealing the voices of your friends.
Things could be so different. They could be better.
We could live in a world where Bennis won Bennis v. Michigan.
Wait, what?
Civil forfeiture law. Basically, if the cops find that an object you own was used to commit a crime, even if you yourself are innocent, they can just take it. I'm agreeing.
And instead, we're in this reality. We're trapped here. And most of the time, I feel like, well, this place might be cursed. But it's where everyone I love lives. But when this call ends, I'm still gonna know there's this other version of my life, a version where everyone I love is probably still there, and I have money and creative success and the love of thousands, maybe millions. I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Are you baseline?
I have to be, right? I mean, this is my life. I can't spend it all wishing I was him.
You can't. No.
You could still try for a little restitution. I took enough law school to know how to write a very scary email.
You know what? Yeah. Riley, let's talk about that off mic.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks so much for coming on, Riley. It was really a pleasure.
Glad to be here on the airwaves.
So,
now
it's time to do the thing we do at the close of every show where we each give each other compliments.
You do this every show, even when it's just you and Jamie?
Yeah. In retrospect, it's kind of weird that we do it every show, huh, Malik?
What can I say? I'm very needy. Riley, your Manhattan redefines the genre. And I think you might be one of the smartest people I know.
Oh, we're going sincere on these.
Just like we always do. Jamie, can't wait to see you in a few weeks. The thought of hearing your laugh in person is the bright light guiding me through a blizzard of grading and squash dreams. Okay, your guys' turn.
Malik, nice shirt.
Thanks, I like it too.
No, that was shitty. Malik, I think knowing you has made me better. Your warmth and care set a standard for all of us. I can't wait to see you in person. And Riley, I love how much you care about the things you care about. It reshuffles the world for me in a way that's absolutely delightful.
Aw. Jamie, hearing from you, even just a text, always makes my day brighter. Malik, it really is a nice shirt. And also, when I first moved to town, I was just getting over that heinous breakup. You made me feel welcome immediately. I think that might be your superpower.
In the reality where I'm not a pop megastar.
In any reality I want to be in.
Absolutely.
If only there was a way to have both at once. But it's not like we can travel between realities. Yet.
We know life is getting weirder every day.
You can fucking say that again.
But we hope you're baseline. And we wish you a better tomorrow.
And even when it's ashes, there'll be part of me that wishes we could stay.
Jamie and Malik are played by Hilary Williams and Michael Turrentine, with Riley played by Kat Hoil.
This episode was written by Jessica Best.
Directed and edited by Jeffrey Nils Gardner.
Our show art is by Carly Fairbanks.
And our bangin' theme song is Falling in Love at the End of the World by Olivia and the Lovers.
World Gone Wrong is produced and created by Jeffrey Nils Gardner and Eleanor Hyde.
This is a production of Audacious Machine Creative.
In this place, once known as Hartford, Connecticut, the wind doesn't howl. It screams. That screaming wind careens maliciously across the vast tundra until it breaks against the side of a monolithic structure. The Heart Life Tower, former home of the Heart Life Insurance Company, Dear listener, these are the true dramatizations of our fair city's glorious history. You will meet the brave bureaucrats that keep us safe and orderly.
Sorry for the confusion. MURDER is actually an acronym for our department. An unfortunate coincidence.
The abominable mole people who dig the tunnels that keep us warm.
They don't exist. There's no such thing as ant people. Mole people.
And the most dangerous villains of all. Scientists.
I swear, I'd forget my head if it wasn't sewn on.
To say nothing of lightning riggers, time travelers, and simple interns. Every policy has a story to tell. Join us, dear listener, for the tale of our fair city, wherever you listen to podcasts. And remember, you owe everything to Heart Life. All the life you'll ever need.
Hello, Eleanor here, and I am here to talk about the wonderful new fiction podcast, 2000 and Late. 2000 and Late is a new fiction podcast from the creator of The Bright Sessions. It is a dark comedy that grapples with the havoc of our current moment and tries to find the hope inside of it. The show follows Harper, a 36-year-old nihilist whose life is upended when she's possessed by a demon hell-bent on bringing about the apocalypse. But Harper doesn't want to end the world, and the demon gives her more power than she's ever had in a very long time. So, yeah. I'm loving this show. It's sharp and funny, and it's a cathartic release from the anger and impotence I often feel about the dumpster fire of a world we are all living in these days. It's unapologetically angry, surprisingly tender, and deeply entertaining. I think that 2000 and Late is ideal for fans of Fleabag or Killing Eve, Jennifer's Body, Yellow Jackets, Venom. So, yeah, let's go create some havoc. Oh, and also, Jeffrey worked on this. Jeffrey is the sound designer, and that's also really cool. So please go check out 2000 and Late wherever you listen to podcasts.